Now, I need y'all to understand what I just said and how it plays a role today. Morocco seized the ships of the United States, and their whole thing was, well, if you don't pay me, then you can't have your ships out here on the sea. We're going to steal it. This is no different than the state telling you, if you don't register your car, then we're going to seize your car and we're going to sell it. It's the same thing. Register means they want you to not only give them money or tribute or payment, but they want ownership of your car. Now we're understanding we've got a situation where the original people of the land, their status has been degraded, and there is a war. So you got the original people of the land with degraded status. You got the elite Moors in here running the United States of America. They've kicked Britain out successfully, kinda. And then you've got Morocco that has seized the ships of the United States of America and brought them to their knees and forced them into a contract. And this is the same type of contract that the state tries to force you in concerning your car, because your car is your property, but you sign it over when you register it. Anytime you register something, that means that you have turned over ownership of that thing, whether it be your car, your house, your children, your business, and anything else. You've signed over or turned over ownership of that thing. All right, so you don't have to do that. And this is why we deal so much with trust. Yes, this is dealing with maritime. However, you have to know what the laws of maritime are, and then you have to understand how to deal with federal, how to put things under trust. So as we're learning how to do that, how to put things under trust, how to stand, then you're going to learn how to protect yourself. Okay, so Morocco seized the ships. They signed the Peace and Friendship Treaty. Once again, this is not a treaty truly of peace and friendship. It's a treaty of, please don't keep stealing our ships and taking everything and selling it and bringing this country to its knees. That's what it is. Morocco never had ownership of the United States at any time. And as a matter of fact, let's go into the Peace and Friendship Treaty, because I have too many people who will say, the Peace and Friendship Treaty, that's the Morocco owned. And then here's the big one. And I'm going to go into this. I'm going to try not to dive too deep on this document called George Washington's letter to Morocco. So the Peace and Friendship Treaty, let's understand what that is first. This did not deal at all with the land, because let's be clear. The only people legally who have any rights to sign anything away concerning land are the original people of that land. And we have already understood with the Declaration of Independence that the people who created the United States of America, they weren't even originally of this land. They said it in the document itself. Also, if you read the document, read the Declaration of Independence and see who signed it. Look at those names. You got Hancock and Johnson and Jeffrey and Jefferson and all these. You don't see not one name of the original people of the land. If you want to see the names of the original people, look up those treaties I told you to look up. Go and look in those treaties, and they're telling you the names of those people. Not one of the original people names are on that contract dealing with the Declaration of Independence, the Constitution, the Peace and Friendship Treaty, none of it. So none of it had better be dealing with land, otherwise it's null and void. Because the only people who can sign any kind of contract concerning this land are the original people of this land. Okay, we get this Peace and Friendship Treaty, and what it deals with is the people. In there are two specific people that Peace and Friendship Treaty deals with. Number one, the Americans, people coming from the land known as America. And number two, the Moors, people coming from the land known as Morocco. And the contract or the agreement states, if any of our Moors come to the land known as America and there's problems or they get into any trouble, then they're under our jurisdiction. And so your job is to send them back to us in Morocco and we will handle them. Likewise, if any Americans are up here in this territory known as Morocco and they get in trouble or they have any issues, we're going to give them protection and we're going to send them back to America and make sure you handle them. If your ships are here in our territory and there's a problem, we're going to make sure you are safe. When you get out to sea, we're going to give you protection. And likewise, you do the same for our ships. That's what the peace and friendship was about. It had nothing to do with land. It had nothing saying about, oh, well, Morocco owns it. This wasn't the case, never ever. And so when we understand what this treaty was and how it came about and why it came about because it was being forced on the United States of America by this country, Morocco, who wanted to be a kinder, gentler nation. If you want to see more about that topic, click this link below.